Alright, we're back in World of Warcraft. It's time to continue the grind.
King's honor, friend. Light blessing. Hey there. See you later. Good day to you. Have a good one.
How are you?
How are
Have
you?
a good one.
See you around. Light be with you. Safe travels.
Barrowless.
Well met. For the Alliance. Light be with you. Be careful.
Lovely. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. Lovely.
It's not worth. It's not worth switching stances there at all. That was stupid. Stupid time to switch stance.
Lovely.
Hey, what's up, Dan? It's going good. I'm off, man.
Lovely.
I'm off the. Today I'm off. I don't go back to work until a week from this coming Monday, and even then I'm only working for a couple days. So most of the next 2 weeks I'm off. So you're gonna be seeing me doing probably a lot of WoW streaming. We can get this character to 60. Oh, I guess I completed this quest. I'm like looking for crabs, but yeah, I'm already done.
Lovely.
So I just did a post on one of the Crimson Desert videos, and I said, "But is it an MMO?" And someone, Zolson, what's up, dude? How you doing? Long time no see. So I did a post on one of the Crimson Desert posts that they had done. Hold on a second. I don't want to get next to some of these elites. Most of these aren't elites, but some of them are. Gotta be careful. And I just said on the Crimson Desert video, I responded, I said, but is it an MMO? Because we really haven't got a clear, I mean, they listed as an action, I think they listed as an action RPG, which as we know is not an MMO. So at this point, but they also say that people can play with their friends, which I don't really understand that. So is it multiplayer? They also say they have like a really complex character creator. I'm like, well, what do you need a character creator for if you're always playing under this PvE character called whatever his name is? So, but someone just responded to my post saying not an MMO. So that's so sad that they're taking a game like Crimson Desert and making it so good, and yet they're not going to make it an MMO. It's like, why would you do that? I mean, you're just losing money. So I don't get it. Yeah, where you been, Zalson? Dude, Zalson, today was my last day in the office. I'm over the next 2 weeks. I am off almost entirely. Next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm on support call, which just means I have to monitor my email. So basically, I can play WoW and stuff, but if I get a a support ticket that needs me to look at it, I have to log into work and do something, which is pretty common when I'm on support, to be honest. But if we're lucky, since it's this time of year, there shouldn't be as many issues because there just aren't going to be that many people working. Yeah, Crimson Desert's made by the same people that made Black Desert, and it looks amazing. I mean, the graphics are fantastic. It's got a combat system that's probably got more. The combat system has grappling, it has throwing, it has knocking weapons out of people's hands. Someone can drop a weapon and you can pick it up, but just because you can do that alone makes me think it's not an MMO. I mean, you can't pick up other players' gear. I mean, I guess you could, but you know what I mean. But I mean, you've got a game that just. It's so promising as an MMO, but I don't think it's going to be an MMO. I think it's going to be more like a Skyrim type game. Just go watch some of the videos on Crimson Desert, Zalz, and go watch like the release. Well, here, hold on a second. I just got a video today, or an email today. I actually just got this today. Right? Yeah, it's because I'm off work already.
모험한다? 세상을 돌아다닌다? 거기서 활극을 한다. 그리고 문제를 해결한다. 이게 가장 중요한 것 같아요.
Oh, what am I doing? I better... I don't get myself killed here.
이 사막은 굉장히 다양한 기후대의 그 대륙으로 이루어져 있어요. 아주 추운 북부의 그런 그 설원들이라든지.
Let me log out of the game here. I don't want to get killed while I'm watching a video. That would be the worst thing in the world. I know, I just saw that as Elson. I was like, don't AFK. Let me log out. No, the game looks absolutely... And I've been waiting for Crimson Desert. I mean, this is a game I've been looking forward to for about... ever since I knew about it, which was about, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago. You know? Made by the same people that made Black Desert, which is why we thought initially, and just let me tell you, initially it was announced as an MMO. Initially they said this was a next-gen MMORPG. That's what they said. The makers of this game said that. And then they came out with this trailer that came out about a week ago, and in the trailer, the way it shows the game in the trailer doesn't really look like an MMO. It looks more like a Skyrim, like a PvE story-based game. and and then they redid their website. They rebranded their website. You know how they do that when they get close to like launching a game or closer. They like refresh their website with a whole bunch of new content saying, "Hey, look what we've done." Well, they rebranded their site, and on their site somewhere, I don't know where, but somewhere on their site it says Crimson Desert is an action RPG, and as you guys know, an action RPG is not an MMO. But in some of the interviews I've seen over the past week, they've said you can play with friends, and I'm like, well, how can you play with friends? So it's kind of like, what is it? Is it like a Dragon's Dogma? Is it like a game where maybe, you can play with 2 or 3 people at once? I mean, who knows?
활극을 한다. 그리고 문제 해결을 해결한다. 이게 가장 중요한 것 같아요.
But look at the graphics; they're just absolutely mind-blowing.
다양한 기후대의 그 대륙으로 이루어져 있어요. 아주
This is all in-game engine.
그 서럼들이라든지 남부의 아주 풍요로운 대지들, 그리고 저희가 말하는 속칭 붉은 사막이라고 부르는 그런 지역들, 굉장히 다양한 지형들과 인간, 그리고 인간 외의 다른 이런 종족들까지 같이 모여서 버무려 사는 그런 세계관이라고 보시면 됩니다.
Looks like Black Desert there. The ground and the lighting looks very similar to Black Desert.
우리 게임에서 할 수 있는 일들, 우리 게임에서 즐길 수 있는 거리들, 이것들을 최대한 많이 보여주고 싶었어요. 실제로 영상에 우리가 찍어놓은 거예요. 한 3분의
Look, they're wearing masks. But we could only put in a third of everything we actually shot into the trailer.
1 정도 들어갔다 생각하시면 돼요. 그만큼 방대하고 많은 걸 준비하고 있습니다. 지금.
포인트는
He's playing with a controller. Did you see that? Also, when you watch the trailer, you don't ever really see them playing with other people. It's always like kind of co-op. It's always like PvE, single player.
에 굉장히 많이 집중을 했고요. 다른 게임에서 볼 수 없었던 그런 액션들을 최대한 살리고자 노력을 많이 했습니다. 동료와 함께 이제 전투를 하는 씬이 좀 특이한 경우인데 용병과 협력.
See, they keep saying this, is that players can coordinate attacks against monsters through different combinations of attacks. That makes it sound like to me that this is a multiplayer game. When you say players can coordinate attacks against monsters, you're either coordinating attacks against a monster with another player, or you're coordinating attacks against a monster with an in-game NPC character that you can somehow control, which we've seen that before in, single-player games where you get like party members in your party that you can give commands to. So still, this doesn't say we still don't know.
해서 몬스터를 함께 이제 콤비네이션으로 무찌를 수 있는 그런 액션도 좀 다양하게 준비가 돼 있어요.
Now it says right here, let's rewind that again.
좀 다양하게 준비가 돼 있어요.
Players can create attacks against monsters through different combinations of attacks
콤비네이션으로 무찌를 수 있는
by teaming up with other mercenaries in their group. So, are other mercenaries in the group players or NPCs? That's the question. And if they are players, that means that this game is going to be like Dauntless. Have you guys ever played Dauntless? So it's like you go into the game and you're like a hunter, right? So then that would mean that this game would be you go into the game and you're basically a mercenary, right? So you're all following the same. It'd be like Skyrim, right? Think of Skyrim with multiplayer. Like you're all following the same kind of stories and plots in the game. You're just doing it individually. And then you also have the ability to possibly group up with other players that are in the game and do stuff together. That's possibly what they're talking about, but we don't know.
그런 액션도 좀 다양하게 준비가 돼 있어요. 플레이어는 때리고 몬스터는 그냥 맞아준다. 단순하게 1, 2가 아니고 다른 게임과 다르게 단순하게 뭔가 치고받고 이런 게 아니고 정말 액션 활극처럼 느껴지게끔 신경을 굉장히 많이 썼습니다.
웹터프는 그 전형적인 영웅 예상을 가지고 있다라기보다는 본인 자신과 본인 주변 상황에 굉장히 민감하게 반응을 하고 성장하는 그런 캐릭터라고 보시면 됩니다. 예를 들어서 같은 용병단에 모이는 각각의 사연.
This is mercenaries. That's their NPCs.
아이 엄마, 자기 어머니를 잃은 뭐 다른.
This looks totally single player.
각각의 다양한 캐릭터들이 모여서 시너지를 발휘를 하면서 역경과 시련을 이겨나가는.
Yeah, single player.
생각하시면 됩니다.
생활을 한다. 이쪽이 아무래도 좀 제일 큰 것 같아요. 자기만의 뭐 모험을 계속 스토리를 계속 진행할 수도 있지만 자기만의 스토리를 만들 수도 있다는 게 이번 게임에서 되게 핵심적인 부분인 것 같습니다. 탐험을 통해서 이제 모르는 지식, 모르는 아이템, 모르는 스킬 이런 것들을 얻을 수 있기 때문에 사방 곳곳 전 세계 곳곳에
And that's another thing that right there. Hey Mason, this is another thing that makes me think it's a single player game because it's saying you acquire new abilities by doing stuff in the world. So that again sounds more along the lines of Skyrim, like how you acquire the dragon voice, the voice by doing something, right? So again, it's not your typical. You really couldn't. I mean, you could have a multiplayer game that way, but you wouldn't normally have a multiplayer game where people could progress faster than other people just based on what they'd done in the game. That would make some people be way ahead of others. People who put more time into the game.
퍼져 있는
I guess that's nothing different for any MMO, though. People are always ahead of other people due to time.
무엇과 탐험은 되게 이 게임에서 중요한 요소이죠.
I know McDuff is such a stupid name.
세계 곳곳을 돌아다니시면 좋을 것 같아요. 거기 하나하나에 진짜 정성을 들여서 많은 부분에 공을 들여서 재밌는 부분을 많이 만들어놨거든요.
AI 같은 경우에는 정말 최대한 사람처럼 행동하게끔 만드는 데 집중을 하고 있어요. 뭐 예를 들자면 플레이어가 몬스터를 공격을 하면은 몬스터는 일정 확률로 또는 특수한 스킬에 의해서 자신이 갖고 있던 무기를 떨구게 됩니다. 그 무기를 떨구게 되면은 플레이어와 거리가 가까우면 갑자기 주먹질을 한다거나 혹은 뒤로 도망가서 내가 떨궜던 무기를 다시 주워서 다시 전투 자세를 취하거나 혹은 이 친구가 검을 들고 있었는데 떨어진 무기가 도끼라면 그 도끼를 줍고 도끼로 공격을 하게 됩니다.
붉은 사막 많이 가지고 있는 판타지적 설정들, 예를 들면 신화, 종국 간의 관계, 그런 갈등 이런 부분들을 저희가 새로 재해석해가지고 만들기 굉장히 많이 노력을 했고요.
마을 사람들의 생활부터 시작해가지고 플레이어들이 일어나는 뭐 이벤트들, 퀘스트들 하나하나 다 허투루 만든 것들이 없습니다.
최대한 아프게 네, 이쁘게 때리고 이쁘게 맞아줄 수 있도록 그렇게 제작하고 있으니 기대 많이 해주셔도 좋을 것 같습니다.
잘 마무리 지을 수 있도록 다들 최선을 다할 거예요. 응원해 주시고 기다려 주십시오. 감사합니다.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Definitely does not look like. So it's just sad. It's just sad, Zelston. It was originally announced as an MMORPG, and now it looks like it's not. It looks like it's just going to be an action RPG. It's going to be like one of the greatest action RPGs ever, no doubt about it. Because most action RPGs, a lot of them are, the ARPGs. They're like, they're like isometric, and they're just, I hate isometric games. They're not fully open world. So I mean, this one looks like it's going to be completely, open world like Skyrim. It's basically going to be like Skyrim on steroids, I think. So I'll still play the game because it'll be that good. But if they would have made it an MMO, like if they would have added all the stuff they've added, but just made like Black Desert and added all the PvE stuff that Black Desert had, like all the, all the professions, all the, crafting boats and fishing and, and growing crops and and making, potions and gear and whatever. And, added the normal, MMO stuff. Why am I running? Oh, I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Yeah, it would have been really, really good. Because Black Desert is a great MMO. It's just it's more PvP focused and it's grindy, and it's kind of pay to win. But if you could have made a Black Desert that had a really solid, dungeons and PvE content and a PvE story, it could have been one of the best, one of the better MMOs ever made. So.
Light be with you. Go with honor.
Yeah, I'm surprised you never played Skyrim. Skyrim's a really good game. But I don't know. But in regards to what you said, Dan, they may have a co-op system. One thing that's really interesting is I thought that they said that they had a really good character creator. Well, you don't have a character creator for a. I mean, you do have character creators for games like Skyrim, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Is. It's a question people are asking, but nobody knows. Most people would expect it to be an MMO, since that's what Black Desert is. Though it's entirely possible to play solo. However, the trailer footage for Crimson Desert doesn't look very MMO at all. Here, this is 1 day ago. Most people would expect it to be an MMO. There only seems to be one player character fighting at once, occasionally joined by companions. While details are spotty, the game's official Twitter page describes it as an upcoming open-world action adventure. Okay, upcoming open-world action adventure. It doesn't technically rule out it being an MMO, but it seems very likely that it's a single-player RPG instead. However, the game's website asks, will you explore these strange new lands alone or venture into them with other players? Which suggests it's an MMO. It could mean online co-op, but still not especially clear. So this reminds me so much of the game of No Man's Sky. You guys remember No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky, originally they said you'd be able to play with other players, right? And in going up into the game, into the release of the game, they were trying to get, multiplayer into No Man's Sky, but they just ran out of time. And it was a technical challenge that they didn't have enough time to overcome. And so at the last minute, they pulled the multiplayer. They even did it so much as to put stickers on the boxes. And if you peeled the sticker off the box of the game that you bought in a store, I think under the sticker it said multiplayer. Because they thought it was going to be multiplayer, so they until the last minute, and they said, you know what, we just don't have time. It's not going to be multiplayer. But Crimson Desert was originally announced as an MMORPG, for sure it was, and now it sounds like to me they're trying to pull back. Well, I want it to be an MMO. I mean, I want everything to be. I want all games to be MMOs. All games should be MMOs. I just think having other players in the game that are real people just always makes games more fun. That's my stance on it. But like I said, even if it's just a single player game, I'll probably play it because it just looks that good. It's too good not to play it. But it's just sad because that was really, out of all the MMOs that have been in the works and all the ones that I knew were coming down the pipe over the next 2 or 3 years, Crimson Desert was at the top of my list. It was the one that I thought had the best chance to be a really solid MMORPG. And instead of doing that, it sounds like they shot themselves in the foot by saying, you know what, we're just going to make a single-player game. The funny part is I don't understand why they would do that. They made Black Desert. They made a shit ton of money off Black Desert. I think they made $100 million or something like that off Black Desert, right? And a lot of the money that comes from a game like Black Desert is microtransactions. People buying gear, people buying potions, people buying all kinds of stuff in the cash shop. So if you have a game like Crimson Desert that looks as good as Crimson Desert does, and you already know how to do multiplayer MMO games because you've already got one, you got Black Desert. So the only thing I could think of that makes me think they didn't want to do it is that maybe they didn't want to directly compete with Black Desert, but that doesn't make any sense because it's the same company. It's not like you're taking money from anybody else. You're just taking money from yourself and you're still making some money. It's just going to a different game. So none of it makes sense to me.
Hurry back!
Welcome, friend.
Hey,
Careful out there.
Actually, you know what is this? Is this a mace? 30 damage. 3.7. I guess, I guess we could
be good.
play around with a mace. As our two-hand for a while. I really want to get a good two-handed sword. Well, we'll know eventually. I mean, I'm sure information will come out soon, within the next couple weeks, within the next month probably. That'll solidify. Maybe. I mean, it's possible that they're making it a, like a Dragon's Dogma type game, but they're trying to somehow maybe incorporate some sort of a co-op system into it, maybe.
Can I help you? See you around.
So my wife will probably be home in about an hour and 20 minutes, and she may want me to help her move some stuff to the new apartment, so I may have to cut the stream short, but I'll be back later if I do. And also, like I said, I'm pretty much off the next 2 weeks, so I'm going to be streaming. I'll be streaming Monday pretty much all day long, and I'll probably be streaming Tuesday most of the day. Monday and Tuesday I'll probably be streaming all day long. Sadly, I believe it's Wednesday that I'm actually switching my internet to the other apartment, so you probably won't see me online Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I'll probably be just doing Christmas stuff on those 2 days, so I probably won't even be online. And then I still won't have, well, I will have internet set up. So then Saturday I'm moving, so Saturday I won't be online much. So it's probably the next time after Wednesday that I would be online would probably be Saturday night. I got the movers coming on Saturday early. But the move will be like quick, because before the movers even show up, we're gonna have moved over ourselves most of the stuff, because we're just moving from one apartment to another within the same complex. So we'll have moved a lot of the stuff over there. So yeah, we're moving, dude. Our lease came up and we just renewed our lease in this apartment. But I got a drug dealer that lives above me, and my wife doesn't like the fact that there's constantly drug people, and it's like I live in a nice place. Like, it's super nice, right? But unfortunately, the guy who's above me is a drug dealer, and also we live on the first floor, and and Amber wanted to get off this first floor because you always have people walking above you, and you hear them stomping around, and so we got a third floor apartment, which is actually bigger. So we're moving into an apartment that's bigger than the apartment I have now. And it's completely on the other side of the complex, with a view that looks out over the bridge and the water, so I can see the intercoastal waters from my window. I can look out the window and I'm looking out towards Tampa, and I can see like the bay basically. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It's like I said, it's a bigger place. The ceiling's much higher. No one above us, so no noise of people walking around. And so I'm moving Saturday, but like I said, most of the stuff we're going to move ourselves. Just in our, just drive over there, and because the apartment's on the other side of the complex, so we'll just load up the car. Amber's been taking stuff over the last last 3 days, you know, she's been taking stuff over there. And because I basically already got the apartment, you know, I already have it in the lease. So I'm currently, right now, I'm paying rent on 2 buildings. It's awesome. I'm paying rent on the apartment I'm in now, and I'm also paying rent on the apartment we're going to be in here in a couple weeks. Holy shit, how many taps am I going to get out of this pool? But it'll be cool. It'll be a nice little upgrade. Size-wise. Wow, my wife, the thing with my wife, Dan, is she's like a real go-getter. Like, I'm the lazy one. You know, she wears the pants in this family. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the lazy one. I just make all the money. But no, she's really a go-getter. She doesn't like to sit still. So, like, she gets off work, right? And she has to drive home across the bridge, which only takes her like 15, 20 minutes. She gets off work, comes home, and immediately... Where am I going? I think I'm going here. And she immediately, like, will start boxing stuff up and moving. I mean, like every night this week, she's boxed up 2 or 3 boxes worth of stuff and just driven it over to the other apartment. And then she's done that about twice. She'll go over there, drop off 3 boxes, she'll come back, grab 3 more, go back over. And then she'll come back over and I'll cook her dinner and we'll eat dinner. So, that's what they say. We're very different. Yeah, she's like, well, I'm really good with money. She's really bad with money, which is really, I find really funny. She's really like good with work, and she's super clean, like ridiculously clean. So she's really good at keeping things like organized and clean, and she's really good at always at her job. I'm good at my job, but I'm more laid back than she is. She always does everything by the book. You know what I mean? I'm not. I pretty much fly by the seat of my pants, and I always walk the fine line, you know? Like, I push people above me at work. You know, I always push people's buttons to try to make, to make them do... Let's just say I try to, if I have to push people to get them to do their job, you know, I'll do it, you know? But she, you know, she would never do anything that could get her in trouble, whereas I can kind of walk that line a little bit. Because I'm just trying to help in the long run. Anyways, yeah, but we have a lot of differences. And we have a lot of similarities too, though. We both love nature and the outdoors and forests and woods, and we both love, you know, animals, and we have a lot of similarities too. But when it comes to being a procrastinator, she is the least procrastinator. She is the biggest non-procrastinator I've ever met in my entire life. If there's something that needs to be done, she's going to do it, and she's going to do it now. Like, even if it's something that doesn't even need to be done for the weeks, and she's like, she could just do it tomorrow. She won't. She'll do it, like, right at the moment's notice, because she just wants to get done. She does not like having anything hanging over her head. Like, so when we got the apartment, we had to get it now, because if we didn't get it now, somebody else was looking at it, but they couldn't move in until, like a couple days, or like a week or something. So our complex said, you can have this unit, but you have to take it now. Otherwise, this other person's going to move in. He's going to take it. Which I think was bogus. I think they just were trying to get us to pay double rent. I don't really trust my apartment complex at all. At all. I mean, the people that used to own this complex was great, but they got bought out, and the people that bought it out are a bunch of shysters. Wait a minute, I'm confused. When did I get this? Wait a minute. Weird. I didn't remember looting that. Okay, whatever.
Safe travels.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I have 2 weeks to do something, I'll usually wait a couple days, or maybe even wait a week and then do it. You know, I don't do it just right now just because I can do it now. I'm like, I got other stuff I'd rather do. If I need to call up my bank to do something, but I don't need to do it for 2 weeks, and I want to, you know, I might be like, well, I'd rather play World of Warcraft today than deal with calling my bank. And then a week goes by, and I'm like, shit, I better call them. And then I'll call them, you know what I mean? Like with the move. Like, so basically, we have the apartment already. We had to be moved in by the 15th of January, right? But just the fact that we can move in at any time, my wife's like, let's do it now. And I'm like, I don't want to move right now. You know, I'm like, we're not packed, we're not ready. I said, let's just, and what I told her is like, let's just move stuff gradually over the 2 weeks. That way we don't kill ourselves. You know, it's just like every day we'll just, you know, we'll take over some stuff. And then we'll have the movers come. And the movers are coming not this Saturday, but next Saturday. It's just the 26th, I think. So the movers are coming next Saturday, and I said just have them move all the heavy stuff because it's 3 flights. You know, it's on the 3rd floor, and I'm not carrying couches and beds and stuff up 3 flights of stairs. I'm too old for that shit. So I said I'm not going to do that. I said, but we can move over all the little things. And I said, let's just over the next couple weeks, we'll just move all those things over, and then when the movers come, they'll grab everything else. But she's one of those people who just bites at her, you know, because she knows it's something she could be doing now, and she's not doing anything else. Might as well do it now. Yeah, that's the way she thinks, you know. All right, I got to figure out where I'm going to go. Oh, man. All right, we're gonna do the unthinkable. Well, first, actually, you know what? First, we need to see what's in these crates. Oh, this is like low-level shit, right? Yeah. This is like total low-level garbage. Although we did get a carving knife of stamina, which is worth, a whopping 3 silver. I thought my strategy was genius. I'm like, it's like, we don't have to be in there till the 15th. I'm like, let's just take a few things over every day. And then by the time the movers come on the 26th, we'll have moved pretty much everything but the heavy stuff. We can pay them to do the heavy stuff, and it won't cost that much money because they're not moving that much, and it won't take them that long. And then we're done. Move done. You know? But that's not how she likes to do things. She would have much rather just done it all. Like, she would rather, tomorrow, just done it tomorrow. And I'm like, no. And kill ourselves. Like, kill ourselves packing everything. Kill ourselves trying to get it done in a single day. You know what I mean? Which I hate, by the way. I don't even like moving in one day. Unless the movers do it all. Because it's just a pain in the ass. Wait. I need that one. Don't sell my weapon.
See you later.
Yeah. Well, you know, my wife's younger than I am by about 10 years, so... Actually, 11 years, I think. She's still young and has all that energy. I'm old and don't, so I'm like, screw that. It's like, I don't want to do all that. Alright, we're going to try to do the unthinkable and do this quest. I'm probably going to get myself killed. There's a high degree of probability that I'll get myself killed trying to do this quest. And I probably won't even do it, but I'll go there and maybe start it. I got to kill all these... And the quest I'm talking about is the South Sea Shakedown, I believe. This one, I gotta kill 10 pirates, 10 freebooters, 10 workers, and 10 swashbucklers. The reason I want to do it so bad is that I want to get my first plate item. But it's gonna be really difficult for me to do because they're like level 45, I think. Looks like Cargos and Greg for days died. Another Cargos disaster, huh? We'll see if he's streaming.
So make the dwarves. Let's go. I'm gonna make mine look like Santa Claus. Oh, Mad Gray. When are we ever gonna get to 60, man? It's for
they died.
Cause, we had to do it. We're raising money.
That was the best way to go out. Yeah. It wasn't a bad. Oh man, I got the nut muncher face UI. I hate to see it. So.
Yeah, we're going for it. The South Sea Shakedown. Oh man, I gotta be really careful. Oh, there's one ugly looking griffin. His eyes are ugly. Kind of bland, and he looks like an old griffin. Looks like an old man griffin. Well, what are the quests do we have here? There's a bunch of quests. I'm sure there's some other ones maybe we can do. Most of them are pretty difficult. The casters are really hard for me to kill.
Retreat! Let's get out of here! Run!
Talk to me. Keep it real.
Run!
What's up?
What's that?
Have a good one.
I ain't touching Andre Firebeard.
Retreat!
Yo. Be good.
Let's get out of here! Hey!
Come on. Yes. Why is it that they don't like warriors in this game? I mean, every quest, it's leather, it's cloth. It's so difficult for me to find quests where they give me gear I can use. I mean, seriously, I've done 100 quests and I feel like 3 of them gave me male gear and the rest are all like leather and cloth. It's Jesus. It gets really annoying.
You're a tall one. Off and away.
Just a little bit annoying. Can you hear the frustration?
Time is money, friend. Hurry back.
Run! Retreat!
Yeah, what do you want? Keep it real.
Let's get out of here! Run!
Alright, I'm looking at the other monitor. I'm going to get myself killed. I need to start paying attention to the monitor in front of me.
Retreat!
Lovely.
Let's get out of here! Run! Let's get out of here! Retreat! Retreat! Run!
Lovely.
Yeah, Dan, I'm gonna grab it too. I was in my that's in the agenda. I'm gonna over there and get it in a minute. Is it not gonna give me my food buff? This happens sometimes where I eat a food buff and it doesn't like. Oh, maybe it's down below. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see it. It could be on the bottom. It might just be wrapping. It's probably wrapping. Oh Jesus.
Retreat!
See how dangerous it is? Just 2 mobs and I had to use a freaking target dummy. Look at all the damage they were doing to me, man. That's some. This is why I said coming over here trying to do these quests could just lead straight to my demise. And they're still coming after me. Look at this. Look how far they're running. I think that maybe the target dummy resets their leash. Insane. Totally insane. I mean, I was getting nervous there. Like, I was like, oh, I don't want to use a target dummy, but they were on me. Once they got me to half health, I'm like, well, you know, I gotta use the target dummy.
Lovely.
Come on, girl. Oh yeah, I won't even. Hey, Dan, I won't even go in the middle. I'll stay out of the middle because I ain't messing with what's his name. Because if they, you know, if Cliff Scorpion Sting and his posse jump me, that could lead to my demise too. So the only reason I even attacked this guy is I just wanted to grab the solid chest. I really don't want to do this quest. Like, here's another one. I should have bandaged first.
Lovely. Retreat. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Dude, go level 45, bitch. Get out of here. Look at that guy. Just see him. He saw me because he's 45. He's 1 level above me. Look at that. He actually saw me. That's why he stopped. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm not gonna go over there and fight those guys. They're just gonna kill me. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man. The interesting part about the warrior is if you go the route I'm going with the dual weapons, you don't hit very hard, right? You don't, like, you do decent damage, but without, you really, you know, the warrior, You know, they're not kidding when they say that the warrior is really gear dependent. The warrior is extremely gear dependent. I'm in the wrong stance. God damn it. Warrior is extremely gear dependent. And since my gear is pretty much shit, you know, it's very tough, you know. It's like tough to kill mobs fast. So I'm just hoping I can get like some gear, you know, eventually later on down the road, maybe via quest or something, we can get some decent, you know, gear. But right now, you know, because we're level 44, and like normally if you weren't playing hardcore, you'd already have a lot of plate gear. So the reason I'm very squishy right now is because the game was designed in such a way that they already expected you would have some plate gear. You know, they would expect your armor to be a lot higher. So that's why I'm getting hit so hard. Because the game is scales, you know, such that when your warrior hits like 40, or the warrior hits like level 37 to 40, those levels there, you start to get the, you know, the damage you're taking starts to go up, and you know, you're a little squishy. And I know this because I've leveled up enough warriors in the original game to remember, you know. And then you hit 40 and you get all your plate gear, and then you kind of squash that. You basically become more tanky, and you're not getting hit as hard, you know. But since this is hardcore, I'm like level 44, and I'm still sitting with no plate at all, not a single piece of plate item. So yeah, so it's very so you're getting hit hard, you know. Like by a mob, like this guy's only 41, so it's easy. But if I go up against one guy who's level 44, he will easily take probably 60% of my health off. And now if I go up against two guys that are 44, well then I'm pretty much just, you know, dead. I'm pretty much gonna die. I gotta run. That's like you said, Dan. This is the essence of hardcore.
Lovely, lovely.
Hey.
Retreat! Run!
Wrong stance again. What?
Lovely.
Was I in the wrong stance? No, I tried to charge. She must have gotten combat with me before I could get the charge off. I was like, why am I not charging? Because I hate arms aware. You can level hardcore in a warrior and make things super easy for yourself by going arms, getting the whirlwind axe, and then doing dungeons and getting blue upgrades. But I chose not to do that because I don't like arms. I don't like swinging a slow two-hand weapon. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy that gameplay. And I didn't want to do dungeons because, honestly, I was too afraid that I would just run to dungeons and I'd get a bunch of people I don't know who are bad players and they just get me wiped. They do something stupid. And I can forgive myself for me dying, but I couldn't forgive like somebody else getting me killed. I'd be angry. I wouldn't be happy about it, you know. I just hit the wrong keybind there. So yeah, so I like dual wield. The problem with dual wield is it's not that great. You know, dual wield, unless you have really good blue weapons, you know, really good weapons, it's not that good. Now it will get good, you know, once I get down into, you know, Bloodthirst And once I get Flurry and Bloodthirst, then it's a lot better. But of course, the way my build is, I'm not going to have that until I'm level 52. So I have to get through 8 more levels, man. And then at that point, I should be good. You know, I should be pretty good. So 8 levels of pain, basically.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, I know. A Rogan male. A Rogan male gear.
Lovely.
Ah, did I just take a healing potion? I did. Son of a bitch. I went to hit a certain key and my pinky just grazed the healing potion button. Man, I hope I didn't take one of my higher level ones. No, I didn't. I took one of the lower level ones. Alright, we're definitely not going to kill the level 45s. That's too high. Is there an area in Daenerys that has 40-ish? Well, these guys are what? These guys are 49. These guys 49, 49, yeah. 4. These guys are 45. Alright, we're going to try to hit Feralus and get my fishing quest done, I think. And see if there's any... there might be, like, level 42... 42 to 44 wolves, which wouldn't be bad to farm, just because wolves and bears, because beasts are generally easier to kill than humanoids because they don't have like special abilities usually. They're not disarming me. I'm not worried about catching a shadow bolt in the back by some caster that just happens to spawn nearby.
Interesting. Talk to me.
Glad I could help.
What can I do for you?
Please tell me I have the Feralus flight path. Yes. Sweet. Yeah, Dan, there's a good chance that you may see me just grind through about a level and a half. Grind to level 46, and then once I'm 46, come back and do the Daenerys quests. There are some quests though in Fairless we can do. I mean, if you take a look at this, Featherman Stronghold does have a couple level 43 quests, so that's, you know. Ah, Havoc. There are like some level 43 quests that I might be able to do. If you go over here, and they're these right here. This one, the Chandra's Feather Moon, and this guy Moon Spear, and there's also the Mark of Quality, but I believe that's killing the Yetis, which we won't be able to do very well because they're in a cave and they're very highly populated, and they have one that enrages and hits like a freight train, so you won't see me doing that one. The High Wilderness, I don't really remember that one. In Search of Knowledge, that's probably over here or across here. So, but there's probably a couple there we can do. I do need to grab my last fishing quest item, which is here. And we'll do the Freedom for Creatures later. We can't do that now, it's too high level. But what I'm thinking is there might be, right by these mythosaurs here, there might be some 40-ish wolves and bears. And we can just farm those guys for a while. There's also some humanoids around here, but there's some humanoids up here to my right, I think around where this iron deposit is. Like up in this area. And I've farmed that area before. I think it's up here. And I farmed that area before, and it's not bad. There are some casters, but it's not a bad area to farm. Because the respawn's good. So I wouldn't really have to worry about running out of mobs to kill. And it is a quest for Horde, though. You know, most of the times they don't. I get asked all the time. I've been asked since I logged. I've only been playing for, what, an hour and 18 minutes, and I've already been asked twice to invite people to the guild. So... See, there's the other one. Yeah, they usually don't say anything. We got a 54 Paladin, 52 Paladin. And then me, 44 Warrior. But yeah, my wife's going to be on like 45 minutes, and I bet you anything she's going to be like, hey, you want to help me move some stuff into the new place? And I'm like, And I'm like, all right. Yep, seat level 41. That's kind of what I was hoping. Yeah. We'll see, man. I don't see my food buff coming up again. What is this? It must be coming up below the bar.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Man, time to kill is so slow.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I just need to find quests that are my level. And it's a very difficult thing to do right now, it seems. No, not really my level. I should say like 3 levels beneath me. That's what I'm trying to find.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, that snake kind of scared me. He came flying right by. I'm like, what is that? And it was a big old snake. I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a slippery little snake.
Lovely. 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 way.
Discovered. Feather loss. Ah, no! Don't fall in the water. How the hell? How did I fall in the water? Wow, that has never happened. I've ridden across that tree bridge about 1,000 times and I've never fallen in the water before. That is funny. I better log off now if I'm doing shit like that. God. Man. Level 44 wolves. Mobs are going to go up in level quite quickly.
Run!
Yeah, the Yetis are a pain, man. There's like 3 different types of Yetis. Oh, come on, really? I can't even catch fish here? Alright, well, if I can't catch fish here, I'm going to go ahead and head over to the island, because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to probably buy some fishing lures. What level is these guys over here? 43, yeah. Still, I'm still too low for those guys. I'm too low for the Yetis, too. It's not that I can't kill mobs that are my level or a level higher than me, it takes forever. Once I get to a mob that's like my level, I miss so much more. And if he's like a level above me, I mean, it feels like half my swings are misses. It's just miss, miss, miss. It's so frustrating. The best item you can get on a Fury Warrior, if you could get it, which you really can't pre-60, is hit rating, man. If you could get hit rating, it would be the greatest thing ever, you know? That's why I really need to find myself some swords, because I have +5 sword skill, but I've not been able to find any. You know, they're fast, because they got to be pretty fast. Yeah, you're right. Fairless is it is a pretty cool looking zone. One of my last epic items I got when I was leveling my paladin was here. I killed a water element on this ledge over here, and he dropped the gut ripper. You know, the epic dagger. Gut ripper. Hmm. Yeah, it would be good, but the best thing for me really is like I hate fishing in these mithril bound trunk ones, these higher level ones, because I don't have the fishing skill. So you saw that first one. I got something. The second one, the fish got away. Come on, guys. All right, fuck you. Not even worth fishing it because I'm just ruining it by not catching anything. If you don't catch anything, it's the same as if you did catch something. So if that node has 4 hits on it and you don't catch 4 things, you know, fish gets away 4 times, it's going to disappear. So. Well, I would say that. I mean, right now it's too late. I mean, you know, dazzling longswords would have been good because they're fast. Um, so like, I don't know if it's unique though. I don't think it is, but that's like a level 37 item. So right now, like epic, I don't know. Any epic sword, any epic sword that's fast. Here, let's look some up. Let's see if we can find some. We go to classic. WoW Live. Let's see what we can find. So there's only a couple things. Was it? Yeah, there's only the dazzling longsword, and that's it. The only thing that's near my level range right now is dazzling longsword, which is 31.4. You know, which is level 37 items, so that's not very good. Let's go. Okay, we do have Bloodraiser. Bloodraiser is too slow. I mean, I'd take it, but it's too slow. The Elemental Attuned Blade would be good because it's 2.1 attack speed. Tiba's Blazing Longsword is too slow. I'd take it, of course. And then a lot of these other blades are all, you know, all raid items. You know, items you get from a raid. So there really isn't a lot, you know, of like epic drops that you're just gonna get as a world drop. Red wolf meat, huh? Lobster stew. Oh yeah, we can catch a lot of lobster out here actually. Might fish steak. And my fish steak's not too bad. Easy to catch.
Good luck, friend.
Well, not super easy to catch, but
I am honored.
you are honored. I don't care about the red wolf meat. I'm not going to get that recipe. What is this? Carefully packed crate. Go with peace, not in pieces. I think this is the Yeti quest.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, see. And again, you know, nothing that... Of course, it's a hunter quest, so hunter quests are going to give you, like, leather. But... let's check out these other quests. I know some of these are going to be kill Naga.
I am listening. Farewell.
Greetings.
This is going to be those ogres that we saw. Yeah. I'd just be happy to get a blue. I mean, there's probably quite a few blue swords, and I'd be happy to get any of those, you know? There. Come on, fishing bobbers.
I am listening.
Yes. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good luck, friend.
We'll never be without our fishing bobbers again. I only got 3. Give me 2 more of these.
Ishnu Allah. Be careful.
How may I help? Goodbye.
Hello. Goddess watch over you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got a gun. The gut blaster or whatever it's called. Something, I don't know, yeah. Which was okay because I think it had agility on it, if I remember correctly, which is really good for a Fury Warrior, so. Although he wasn't Fury, but still good for crit rating.
Ishnu del Diab. Asha Fela.
Yeah, my quest log must be full. Oh, 16. But problem is, look at all my quests in my log, and look how many green quests there are. None. Not one green quest. Like, I'm level 44, and I'm having a really hard time finding quests that I can do. Like, here's like 1 quest in this zone. Shipwreck, that's really low level, actually. Elite, 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 elite. You know, there's so many elite quests. Elite quests. These are all too high level. Too high. The princess, that one was annoying. Look, the green ones, elite, elite, elite. PvP, a bunch of PvP quests, which we don't really want to do. Elite, elite, dungeon, PvP. You can just see there really aren't that many quests for me right now. Anywhere. It's just, I'm gonna have to grind mobs for a couple levels, I think. Oh yeah, I'm sure he used that gun all the way to 60. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and log off now because I know my wife's going to come home in about 10 minutes and I know she's going to want to help doing some move stuff, so I'm not even going to... I don't even want to be bothered trying to tell her I'm like gaming or streaming because she'll be like, you need to help me move. So I'm going to log off and do some stuff around the apartment, maybe help her move, and then I'll come back and I'll stream, later. Hopefully within a couple hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours. Get something to eat, and hang out with my wife a bit, and after that I'll come back and we'll stream a little bit. Tender crab meat. Yep, you guys take care. I will see you guys later tonight. Peace out.